Hi, I'm Todd Wiley, a third-generation pork producer from Walker, Iowa. Welcome to our family farm. Our family has a long history of service to our community. I currently serve as president of our local school board. I help with my son's tackle football team as an assistant coach. Our family is involved in 4-H, and my wife and I both are very involved in our son's activities with 4-H. So we have a long-term commitment to our community in terms of public service. We've been on this farm, our family, for over 60 years. And so not only are we a part of the community, this really helps us demonstrate that we take that partnership with our community and our neighbors seriously. There's a cowboy breakfast in Brandon, which is a short drive from here, and we donate pigs to that and have for a number of years so that they can have high quality pork sausage and to be involved in their cowboy breakfast. Back in the 1980s, I-380 was built right adjacent to our farm, and they utilized the blue clay from the bottom of what is now the pond there, and eventually turned that piece of property over to the County Conservation Commission. And so it's the Polk Township Wildlife Area, and it's 106 feet from the edge of our first confinement building to this particular Polk Township Wildlife Area. It's a great opportunity for people to come out and enjoy nature. We've planted over 100 trees between us and the pond to not only get a visual barrier, but also get a barrier from the odors that may be associated with our operation from time to time. I was at a meeting one time, and the subject came up of our operation being that close to the pond. And it happened to be an old boy who liked to fish there was also at this same meeting. And he piped up in the back and he said, you know, you can say what you want, but I fish there a lot of times and I just never smell that hog farm. Manure is a great resource for our farm because my father's involved in a grain farming operation, and so we have available land right close to our sow farm. We're able to utilize the manure as an asset. He does soil samples on a grid basis on his ground, and so he knows where the nutrients are needed the most and the least. Or we do manure analysis on our manure, and so when we pump that manure and inject it into the ground, it's put where it is needed when it's needed, for the benefit of not only our hog operation but for his crop operation. The best thing we've done to manage air quality is to apply our manure beneath the soil rather than a surface applied manure management strategy. It really reduces the amount of odor associated with manure hauling, and I know our neighbors certainly appreciate the fact that we knife that manure in, and from that standpoint we're more able to retain the nutrients from that manure if we put it in the ground. We've been able to grow our operation over the years, I think in part because people recognize us as being a good neighbor. I think that the respect that we have earned over the years has actually brought us opportunities. People who are interested in being involved in pork production but maybe don't want to have ownership of pigs may be willing to build buildings and be in a relationship or a partnership with us. And those are win-win situations, and we're grateful to have those opportunities.